television on, should any news appear. Our kids, while worried, were too young to fully grasp the gravity of the situation. In a way, I envied them. They saw us as their ultimate guardians, able to protect them from any harm in the world. But based on what we just witnessed, I didn't believe that to be true. We moved to the kitchen to grab some food, counting down each minute until daylight. But as I noticed the first orange hue appear on the horizon, I once again felt my legs give up beneath me. In less than a second, darkness enveloped me, and I fell unconscious on the floor. Once again, we awoke around midnight the next night, meaning yet another day had come and gone. But that time we didn't have any phones or computers to tell us the date, as the batteries had long since died. All we had were a couple of wristwatches to tell the time. Still, the sobs persisted. It had gotten ever so slightly louder since our neighbor got unalived, but despite the obvious calls for distress, there wasn't a single hint of sadness portrayed in his broken cries. The more we listened, the less we believed the man to be human. "Let's turn on the lights, that thing is creeping me the hell out," Joanna said. I flicked the switch, but nothing reacted. After futilely checking every power source in the house, including the circuits, I realized that the entire neighborhood had gone dark. That's when my wife asked a question that truly caused all hope to abandon my body. "Why haven't they come to help us?" she asked. I didn't have a good answer, nor could I muster up any believable words of comfort. I could only do my best to protect my family from the horrific threat looming over the neighborhood until I finally succumbed to it. That night we witnessed another 3 neighbors exit their homes in futile attempts at confronting the man. Each time that sickly laughter would ring through the air, and another friend would be dead. They didn't even resist their deaths, they just walked over without showing a hint of emotion, willingly meeting their agonizing demise. It wouldn't be until the 3rd night that I finally began to understand why people walked outside. We'd been forced to sleep through the light of day, only to be left without any source of light during the night. Having nothing else to do, we could only listen to the crying man. His sobs, which had started as panic-inducing noises, had somehow turned sympathetic. The emotion resembled a twisted version of Stockholm Syndrome. I wanted so desperately to go out and meet the crying man, but I couldn't leave my family behind. "Maybe he does need help," Joanna suggested. I think it's time to go outside." Her words were so void of emotion, monotonous and cold. She stood up to leave, but I grabbed her before she could even approach the door. The shock seemed to briefly bring her back to reality. "Think about the kids," I begged her. "They need us." My words seemed to break her free from her trance, if only temporary. I know. I don't understand what I was even thinking. I wasn't myself," she cried. But her brief lucidity wouldn't last, because as I packed away the leftovers from the previous night, I heard the front door unlock. The kids had already fallen asleep, and I knew I was about to follow suit. Still, I rushed over, only to see my wife getting ready to leave. "I'm sorry," were the last words she spoke to me before she left the house. Darkness would cover my eyes before I got a chance to react. The sickening laughter would be the only sound that accompanied me as I fell into a forced slumber. By the time I awoke, Joanna was just gone. The only trace of her existence was a trail of coagulated blood glistening in the light from the streetlights, leading up to the man. I didn't even have to call out for her, I knew she was dead. This brings us to now. 4 days have passed since the crying man first appeared on our street. We have enough food to last about another week, but I fear we'll all be gone long before then. I've seen most of my neighbors meet their demise, and the only facts keeping me from doing the same are my kids. But they too have expressed a desire to go outside, and I don't know how long I can keep them safe. I'm documenting this as my last words before we depart this world. I've used an almost empty power bank to write this message. I don't have any signal, but I'm hoping that it somehow gets through. People need to know what happened here. If you are reading this, please send help. I don't know how long I can keep resisting the cries.